Hi, this is Naposha, and I did my module over the basics of photography. And the LMS that I chose to use is Schoology. The reason I chose Schoology is because of the simplicity of the whole look of the LMS, and my students will have an easy way to get through the course and have all the resources they need. The objective of my LMS and my module are to go through the course and the module learning how to communicate and collaborate with one another, to learn the basic functions of a DSLR camera, to learn how to adjust the settings to get a better photo, and to understand the different types of lens and know which one is better for different situations. Okay, so Schoology is a pretty simple LMS to use. It's straight to the point, but it has a lot of different resources and things that you can add to it. So I'm really liking this LMS that I chose. Okay, so here is my homepage for my basic photography class. I have a few assignments in here that will start my students off. It's kind of like an introduction to get to the module, and then there are things that build upon the module. Okay, so over here, this right here is wonderful. I love the fact that it tells you what the upcoming events or assignments are, and then what the due dates to go with those assignments are set to. Over here are a few questions that I added to get my students started off when they first started in the course. They will read over the questions and they will respond in these spots where they can see their response and others can see their response. And I wanted to kind of start up a whole little discussion board over the questions that we have here. So there are 4 of those questions that they will answer to get started. This right here is an assignment, CN Photography. If they will click on this assignment is attached, and there are different pictures inside this assignment that they will go through in groups and describe what they see is going on in the photos. So those first few assignments is a build up to get to the module. And here is our module down below. Let me scroll down. This module, the students will need to go through this module before they even get to these different lessons, because these lessons are all based off of what they will learn in the module. So to get to the module, they will click on the link and it will take them to the Dropbox where they can open up the Captivate module and then go through the module on their own. So once they finish looking over the Photography Basics module, they will come back and that's when they will go through the lessons. And each lesson, again, is based off of a different piece of the module. The module is broken up into 3 parts. And so I broke the lessons up into 3 parts. Let's take a look into one of the lessons. The first one is learning your camera. So if they click on that folder, inside there are different assignments and videos that go with the module, and it ends with the test. So to start it off, they would do their very first blog topic, where I would want my students to create a Tumblr account, and once they get it all set up, they would respond here with their Tumblr name so that the other students can go in and check out their blogs and respond to their blog topic, just trying to keep the conversation and collaboration going. So their first topic is over water, and they will go out and they will take a couple of different pictures and angles of water, different interesting pictures of water, and then they will blog about their photos and their experience. And then their first real assignment is diagramming, where they would create a diagram that of their camera using their camera manual and label the parts of their camera. This is so that they can kind of get a better understanding on what their camera does. Here is another part where they would actually engage in a conversation with each other about their experience with photography. So I want them to talk back and forth in this piece. And then there's a video that's from the module and another assignment that's a scavenger hunt. And then they would end the lesson with a quiz. Each lesson would end with a different quiz. I like the quiz feature because it was really easy to put in the different types of quizzes that I would want. I've mixed it up. I added matching, multiple choice, true, false, and even short answer, and they were really simple to put in. It had a lot of different resources that help bring the questions together. So I really like that. A few other parts of my LMS that I will show you are the calendar feature first. This is a way to lay out the assignment so students can see what's due. And some people need it laid out this way where you can see the days and it's laid out in a more visual way. I think that's pretty cool. Also the messages, where I could communicate with my students back and forth if needed. And also the resources. This is a place where I will put additional resources that's not required but is an extra thing for them. Like I have a folder for Photoshop tutorials if they want to go in and figure out and learn how to edit photos the proper way.